Well, hello and welcome back for another episode of Terrafirmagreg. And to be quite honest, I thought this episode would not even happen to be true because I am actually very frustrated with the game already, and with the last things happening. I am not very creative into the making of the game, and when I start to think about the other stuff, like how much time this is actually taking and effort, and it's been already almost 30 videos and not a single comment or anything. I guess my voice is just turn people away immediately. So as I was thinking that even I would not continue after the last episode, but I decided to actually power through it and make this episode here. I'm probably gonna have at least one more episode before it actually ends, because I will not leave you hanging and you're not just actually watching the 1 minute of video and without informing that it's the finale of it. But aside of that, today let's make the jump into the technology. I use my time to build the materials and components to actually jump around here. I made a place here to put my machines. I made one to actually smelt the dust to get the ingots. And I finally have the material to actually make the required machines. First, let's make the advanced distillery. Glass, carbonic springs, and the electric pump. Now with this, we'll be able to actually make the ethanol that it's so much required. Here I have some biomass. Then I should just actually output it to here. And I have to set it to 1. And there you go. We are making ethanol. Of course, since this is a low voltage place here, it's not going to work all the way. But I don't need that much to actually progress a bit on camera. That should not happen because this only uses it uses 100 EU. Yeah. And you can only get 96. That's why. In the case, I can steal one of the lithium batteries here and place inside the machine so it can run for longer. Now it's going to eat from the battery and producing a lot of ethanol for us. Well, it's over. Let's pick the ethanol and put this battery back where it belongs, because removing 1 ampere of the voltage might make things go problematic. Now I put it here into the chemical reactor with some sulfuric acid. Oh, of course it is medium voltage. Of course. Why I did not notice before. Anyway, let's make the second machine, that is the sifter. Yes, let's make an advanced sifter. I already have a basic one here, but this would be enough. Because for making the next components of medium voltage, I require some very specific material, like this emerald here. I need to actually sift it so I can get a flawless one that's used to make the medium voltage emitter that's required to make the laser engraver and the other stuff. Chemical reactor. What do you need? Oh, only that. I can provide that. I can provide that, okay. And you go here. Now take this ethanol and the sulfuric acid and do your little magic. And takes a long time, don't it? Let's check if this is actually working or have it stopped already. 6.4 EU per tick is enough to actually be able to keep going, even though this is a low voltage. Let's check out. Or at least it should. But it's not. It's using 64. This can't feed the 2 amperes of it. Why are you not working as it should? And why did I choose to do this into the medium voltage? Simply because each piece of it has a higher chance of getting it based on the tier. So instead of making it the tier low voltage in the medium tier, this is going to be 70%, 60%, 30%. So the odds are a lot better. It seems the machine is working here different into this version here. Normally the machine can request up to 3 amperes of voltage, but as you can see here, it's turning quite fast at first, but when it gets into the middle, it will stabilize. It had the normal cube before, now I put the superconductor with no loss. It's actually keeping up at the taking 2 amperes of a low voltage. So this can actually run here with no problem. And I'll be able to get more lazurites. I managed to get 4 flawless emeralds. This is enough for now. And get more lazurites and sodalites will allow me to make more aluminum later on. Now let's check it, and it has finished. Seems to be the case. Let's pick the ethanol pack and I need to pick the ethylene, put it here, remove the sulfuric acid, and I need to actually take this one here as well. Can I use this? Yes. Now with the ethylene, what I need to do is to add the oxygen. I believe. Ethylene with the oxygen, ship 1, make the polyethylene. At long last, we are making polyethylene. Let's use it into many recipes. So now I can turn the casings and cable into the machine who don't need the extra material. So things are going to be cheaper and also open up more advanced recipes. Interesting, very interesting. Now with that, I take care of it for now. I have something to actually start working. Let's start talking about the next steps. For now, I have one single blast furnace, but I should make it at least 2 more. Why 2 more? Because one dedicated to smelting the iron into steel, have one to smelt aluminum into dust into the ingot forming using nitrogen, so it is cheaper and faster. And the next one because I'm going to have to start making a lot of monocrystalline silicon bowl. Let's make it to the blast furnace. Require 32 silicon dust, 1 gallium arsenic, and takes about 8 minutes of constantly smelting. And this later on is cut into the cutter of medium voltage to make the silicon wafers. And this I need to actually engrave to have more uses than before. Or using recipes to make full diodes that will allow me to make more circuits. And so on. But before that, let's make the next machine. I want to make a bender. The reason is quite simple, because I am lazy. As you remember, I have removed my Terrafirmagreg smithing area, and as such, I now have the lack of access to some smithing stuff. So it's more complicated for me to now to make it double ingot, double plates. I have to go to the bender here and put the 2, so I can actually make this here. Of course, it's not configured to actually output it, the double steel ingot, because I can combine with bronze ring that I have some here into the assembly. Oh, I should be able to combine it in the assembly. It requires 2. that making an empty steel cell. And what this does, this actually works like a drum. It can collect a certain amount of fluids from machines. So I can come here and actually collect it with this cell here instead of using drums. This is actually cheaper than a drum, but hold a little less than a drum. But well, in any case, that is actually very interesting. Now with this here, I can actually come here, pick this battery alloy, and assemble into battery holes with less material needed. As you might expect, I want to make medium voltage batteries, so I can have more of them. And I am going hungry way. This is also one thing that is making this gameplay more frustrating. The constant need to eat something because the game is dramatic and everything goes black and white. And also this temperature, the weight of your inventory affects it. It's getting into my nerves, to be quite honest. It's not being engaging enough. It's just making me notice how I am being limited by my... It's only making my gameplay worse. It's not adding anything to the game itself. After the blender, I need to make the mixer. Why make a mixer? Because if you remember from many years ago, we have the vanadium. That need to actually separate first. I forgot to do it before. Or not. I did. Of this from centrifuging air into oxygen and nitrogen. Now I can actually keep this melting. And super hot close to it. But not the boring part of this mod pack. They could at least give us some kind of a temperature shielding to shield us from it. Now that I have this, I have some batteries. With three, I could start thinking into making an eye for those machines here, so they don't actually run out of power and work no stop. Oh, already over. Oh yeah, I forgot this actually. Twice as fast. And uses 4 times the energy. We're getting a lot of lazurite here to make into aluminum. Is this right? I don't know. And I have run out of circuits. So I have to make more medium voltage circuits to be able to continue. However, but as you As you saw, we actually made some progress. But now, this is basically it now. Now I should start to upgrade every machine that I can to actually be able to get what I desire. Now let's remove this basic mixer and put the advanced mixer in place. Give it some medium battery here so it can actually charge a bit. And I got it because to actually mix the vanadium with steel, I need the medium voltage. Mix, but still lacking the chromium. And that I can get from electrolyzing some stuff that I forgot to actually do it. It's not that I forgot. I wanted to actually show you doing that because I might be accused of cheating. Yellow garnet. I have a lots of it. Believe it here. No. I have some here. I had it more before. Did I already process it? No. Now we got here the 20 require Ulrine. Let's process it. And here we go. Silicon, calcium and chromium. It is poisonous, so I have to actually not pick with my hand. Now I have the vanadium, the chromium. All that's left is some steel. Mix steel, vanadium, chromium, and then configuration 1. And there we go, vanadium steel. Next step is of course electric blast furnace it. Since it is vacant, let's use this opportunity. Very well. Now while you wait that, I will see what I can do to get more advanced circuit chips. And here in the diode recipe, we have the first change here by using final copper and polyethylene. We make 4 diodes instead of just 2. So we have just double the amount of diodes I can create. and it requires just copper, the circuit and the board. I made a lot of it before, so I can actually have a good start to it. Now we are making progress. Now to finish this episode here, that might be the last one, I don't know. Let's make the vanadium boson. Thank you very much. Now, advanced cutter. Now I'll be able to actually cut those things. And last but not least, an advanced centrifuge. I can't because I don't have enough motors. And that reminded me that I wanted to actually talk about it, that the things are now more expensive, even though they don't look like it. Because you see, to make the medium voltage electric motor, here are double cables, not single cables. So just by this is already more expensive than the low voltage one. And let's see that I don't have a copper nickel to do it. So I probably don't have anything here. Yes, I do. I would have to craft more, but I have, so I'll just turn everything here into wires. And we make more of this and make the centrifuge. Yeah, centrifuge. And you might be asking, why make it a centrifuge? The answer is quite simple, because many materials are required to actually be done. As you probably notice, we gain stone dust when we water wash our ores. And I mean, we gain a lot of it. But you can actually centrifuge it to get quartzite, that is glass, potassium feldspar, that make potassium, I believe, make aluminum, and silicon, marble, that also can give you magnesium, that is useful, biotite, that I don't think have aluminum, magnesium, potassium, silicon, fluorine, that is probably required later on, metal mixture, that can be later on centrifuged into more stuff because, well, it is extreme voltage. And lastly, soda light to make more aluminum. But of course, to minimum voltage is medium voltage. That's why I had to make it. So if I process everything here, even though the chance is not that high, you get some of it. Those last two here have included chance based on tier. That's one reason to do that. And you, I forgot to actually give you some water. And I found out that the steel cells can only carry 8 buckets of stuff. I thought I'm gonna get more. Well, it comes with the territory. I had one empty. Now I can pick the monocrystalline bundle here and cut them up. It's take a long time. And there it is, the beautiful, beautiful silicone wafer. That we can already use it into some recipes here, like make more diodes. Instead of using the gallium arsenic. But the real part is to actually use the laser engraver to make those kind of designs here and so on. Even the quests say here. So like the laser engraver and everything else. Like here. The sapphire to engrave a silicon wafer into the Lupic wafer, and then there's one here. There's one here, and then you cut again to get the ships. And use to craft more advanced stuff, like the medium voltage energy hatch. And that's all. At least you're going to open the medium voltage transformer that will allow me to actually increase my power around the basin. So this is the fall. For the next step now is to start to replace the machines with the medium voltage. So for that I actually need to increase my power production, because as everything you're gonna start using 4 times as much power. So I have to actually be able to supply that. Make more blast furnaces to have one dedicated to steel, one to aluminum, another to make the silicon bundles. And try to progress here. Zero ruby, we're gonna get this ship here. And this ship here I can use it to make better circuits that require more material. It's also required to make the high voltage. I don't see the advantage of making the circuit, but it's required to actually make the crafting of stuff, not craft it here, but into the circuit assembly. You can't have other type that isn't it this one here. So this is it then. I really don't know what to take screenshots here. So I'm just going to be dramatic in the rain. So this was Ungod. Thanks so much for watching.